We build the sukkah in order to show our connection with Hashem. Sukkot Hoshafti et Bnei Yisrael. It's going to remind us that the Sukkot, God Hashem had us sitting. And we're going to teach you today how to build. This is how Jews build. This is how we've been building for centuries. This is to show that Hashem brought us out of Egypt and led us through the desert.
You want to help?
And I'm just talking to my Talmidim. I'll help in a second. You guys are doing good. So the sockets, what's going to happen is the sockets are what you place it in. We don't build with hammers and nails. Hammers and nails it can be very dangerous, and they also usually don't go into the right spot. You hit it on the side. We don't want to stay away from the hammer, and this is our traditional way of building, and this is how we build. This way we can build something that lasts 7 days. That's how long our buildings last for. If you're building a long-lasting home, you might want to hire somebody that's not Jewish. You might use even a screwdriver, something of that sort. But we don't want to go there. We do not. You don't want to. That's not a mitzvah. It's not a positive commandment. It's to build something with any tools. You want to use the bopper. This is what we've been using for centuries. The bopper, this is how we do it. Here, let me show you. I'll show you. What you want to do is over here. You see this part over here to this part, like that. You want to make sure that the sockets. That's how. And then you push it down. Watch, like that. Wow. That's how we build. That's how you do it. Here, you can take care of the rest of it. You're doing good. All right. You all saw that the socket. You want to get that socket down. This is good. This is really good. I feel like this is going to be a really good Sukkot.
I'm sorry, I need to take her over here.
Some people can be a nuisance when you're building with other people, but you have to work with them. It's very important. That's a mitzvah to work with other people. I'm trusting these people to help Rabbi David. They are wearing shorts, so that means that they don't really learn too much Torah. They don't know as much as I do. Take a pole. Very important. The pole. You want to make sure that the pole has sockets in it, so you can.
I don't want you to hurt yourself.
This is the right building clothes. You want to wear your khaki pants. Slacks is the way to dress as a good religious Jew. Because of building, you're allowed to wear khaki pants. Even if they're blue, they're still considered khaki. You're allowed to call them khakis. The non-religious helpers are going to be wearing some shorts. And that's another one of the helpers. You can see he's not dressed like a Jew, but he's going to be helping build the sukkah. We don't judge people for not being religious if they're helping out. You have to make sure that your sukkah is more. This is how we build. It has to be more than 10 tefachim. So we have to measure it. A tefach is this. So I'm gonna measure right now. You see what you do is you take it like that. It's 1, 2. This way you could be exact. You want to be exact when you're measuring. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is exactly the height, and I think that we're going to make it. We're past the height, so we can continue building the sukkah. That's how we measure. 10 of my fists. So when you build your sukkah, you want to make sure that you're using 10 of my fists to make sure that it's at least that height. We're not building the house now. You see, there's the scaffolding and all that. We're not getting involved in that. There's a reason why that's not built. We've had some Jews trying to work on it, and we just said not a good idea. Not a good idea. We're going to build a sukkah. We're not going to try to finish a whole house. Let's take it a step at a time, using the poles that are already pre-made. Later, we're going to teach how to put together the prefab table and prefab chairs. That's another thing that we build. When you're building,
This is exhausting.
you want to do is you want to complain. Like, that dropped because you're not holding it. Everybody has to hold. This is part of the Jewish build. This is part of how we build. We don't need a tape measure. We have my fist. We have my fist. We do not need a tape measure. Here to there,
Deena,
what we need is.
Oh, the middle?
We need around like 200 of my fists. We'll just measure it.
You're not tall enough.
We're going to measure it with my fist. We don't need the tape measure. Now, very important, guys, if you want this sukkah to stay, you have to hold it the whole time. Am I allowed to move? Or is it going to fall?
Don't pick it up. Let go. Let go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God.
I feel like I've really done something like really helpful just now. You can see that I just put that in. You want to make sure that the brackets go in the brackets. As Jewish, say, architects, builders, developers, how we build and make sure that that stuff is securely in a spot so that anything less than a wind will not blow it over. A sukkah also cannot be higher than 20 Amah, which is you got to my elbow to the top of my hand.
First.
We're doing good. We have around 4.5 Amah, so I think we're doing pretty good. Somebody told me why we have a tape measure. What the point in this is? We have my arm here. Just don't get on a ladder.
Get on your
Very
tippy toes,
important.
Tova.
Mother told me do not use a ladder. Do not use a ladder. Ladders can be very dangerous. Okay. Now just make sure your head doesn't hit the pole. Okay.
All right.
Just hold it in the spot as we're building. We just knock them in on the top. Knock them in on the top. We're gonna knock in the area. Make sure all the areas are correct. We don't build on ladders. Smack it down. Okay, and I think we've done a good job. Where should I put this pointless item that we have here?
Just hold on to it, you might need it.
I got my hand in my arm. Velcro is
Hold this corner.
the main aspect
You
of
just gotta walk it around.
Jewish building and
Hold that, take
development.
It to that corner. I don't remember how long it is. I just want to get it.
we don't usually use bricks and mortar. Mortar is something we eat on Passover. We're using a kitchen stool, which I know is a little dangerous. We're taking chances today. We're using plastic ties. This is how we make sure that this stuff stays. It keeps out thieves. You want to take it slowly. You want to make sure that everything's in the right spot when you're putting it in there. This is the door. This is how you open up the door. You see that? Security. Security comes first. Safety comes first when we're building a sukkah. And see that? Look at that. It's a door. Look at that. Look, locked. If you stand by the door for long enough and you hold on to the zipper, then nobody can get in. That's how you keep people out. You have somebody standing by your door. The whole Sukkot. You take shifts. This is a window. This is a window we just built. Look at that. Look at that. And you see, if you open up the window, you can see a screen. You see that? It feels just like you're in a house. You want to make sure it's not a double knot. If you want to just single knot it, double knot it, then it's stuck. But that's how we do our building. Soft, then she brings it over on. What you want to do, you can't have two soft parts. You need a hard and a soft part. What you want to do, the final aspect of your building, you want to take the hard part, then you want to take the soft part. You want to take the hard part and put it on the soft part of the Velcro. Tap it just like that, and you're finished. And let me show you one more time. Here, I'll do it over here for you.
I'm already gonna go do
Take
that
the soft part
now.
down here. Make sure you have the soft part. Then you take the hard part. You bring the hard part over onto the soft part, and that's building right there. Rabbi David's back with you on this. I got very excited with the Velcro because I really felt like I was building at that point.
Right.
It's technically a wall.
Tova, who's been learning in an Israeli school, just made a very good point that
You know what?
branches.
We'll hang that up over there. Let me go get
This
the
is
zip ties.
our wall. Branches are considered a wall. Why kill yourself putting Velcro soft part on the hard part of the Velcro? Why kill yourself with that when you already have a pre-made wall? It's perfect. It's a closed off, secure area. You can even lean against it. And you see, it works. Laws, it has to be 3 walls, which means 2 walls and a few of these. 2 walls, a few of these, and that's 3. That's a whole wall right there. And right that's a wall. Just want to make sure you all building your sukkahs correctly. We already built the tree. If I can come into this, Avi. Avi, we don't need a screen here. This is a wall already. It is a wall. We measured. It's more than 10 fucking. No need. You already have.
And we had one open.
You already have a wall here. There's already a wall. There's a wall here already. You see, there's a wall here.
No one wants to see stone?
3. I measured it. There's already 3.
Wait,
fucking.
can I just say something?
3 of my hands.
Can I just say something?
This here. This is a wall. This is a wall. Right. This thing.
How can bread, like in all seriousness?
Wall. This is a wall. And this is dangerous. If somebody can please take this inside. Ladder for little guys, like a ladder for little kids. It's very dangerous. We don't want this here. Make the sinks lower. Make the sinks a lot lower. It's more safe. Sakanas nefasha, something that is dangerous to your being, is something you're not allowed to do, which is why we don't build with ladders, why we don't use wood or hammers. You hit the finger, probably more than you're hitting the nail. If you're on a ladder hitting a finger, you could fall. You're on a stool. You're on a good half a foot off the ground there. You fall. A lot of people are asking, why is Rabbi David not necessarily helping right now? It's because it is Bittul Torah. It's taking time away from Torah to build a sukkah, making sure that they're still connecting to Hashem while they're building a sukkah.
Alone we had a whole entrance like this because
Over here, because we had one wall over here.
We're not competing.
That is
We're not
a wall.
competing.
I know.
No, the
Building
blue started.
building a sukkah is not about competition. It's not about.
And this was the last one.
We
No,
did
our
it there.
sukkah
Now
is
we have to do it
exactly
here.
like this,
Building a
okay?
sukkah is really
It
about the
went all
mitzvah.
around these,
It's about
and then this
how
was
you
One
Except
was empty.
connect with
Now we
Hashem.
have two that are empty.
Right, except
You're
this
right.
is
Technically, we don't need this.
I know.
Like that with Hashem.
A wall.
The sukkah hoppers. You want to have the ability for little kids who are hopping around. It's part of the tradition to hop. You want to hop on Sukkot. One leg to each sukkah. It's part of the Jewish tradition to then eat candies while you're hopping.
Jewish trick or treat.
And but safety comes first. Safety comes first. A lot of kids have choked while hopping and eating candies.
Jewish trick or treat.
Jewish trick or treat is another way that he knows about trick or treating. Rabbi David doesn't really know too much about trick or treating. He knows because he wears shorts. This is the hardest part of building. What you want to do is you want to hold it straight. Here, I'm going to help out here just to make sure we have it straight. And what you want to do is, it's a group work. You need at least 4 people to do this. Now you've got to thread it through. Threading is the hardest aspect of Jewish building. It's threading. It's called threading. It's the technique used. Here we go. Here we go. Just do it right. You don't want to
Stuff around it.
Yeah. You got it in?
Yeah.
Bang it down. Yes, exactly. No need for a hammer. Use the hand.
I want to get my water bottle. Calm down.
And this is where fights start. That's why you want to have a good 3 people involved, 4 people, 5 people. A lot of family fights
Can I get by?
happen with cloth that got stuck on the side of the pole.
It's upside down anyways.
Oh, well, I did.
What's upside down?
Moral support is also very important.
No.
Now it's not. I just flipped it.
There's another one. It goes that way.
Supposed to be up like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to put one.
It's very hard. It's very hard. You have to make sure that the circle thing goes into the straight thing.
Down.
We've been building now for a good 10 minutes,
Asher, go
and I
ahead.
think we already have our dwelling.
What?
You have to sleep in your sukkah, you